Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tonight I've got a spine-chilling story that's going to keep you up at night. So grab a blanket, turn off the lights, and get ready for something truly terrifying. If you're a fan of creepy, disturbing tales, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a night of fear. Now, let me take you to a time when nightmares seemed all too real.
In a sleepy little town, far from the bustling streets of the city, there was a peculiar tradition that had been around for decades. Every year, just before Halloween, a traveling carnival would roll into town. Children would gather to play games, ride the Ferris wheel, and of course, take a picture with the most famous attraction, the clown. But this wasn't just any clown. No, this one had something sinister about him. His name was Mr. Chuckles, and he had been the clown at the carnival for as long as anyone could remember. But there was always something off about him. His laughter, a deep, echoing cackle, would linger in the air long after the show was over. Parents would whisper to each other about strange things they'd heard in the dark corners of the carnival. Some even claimed they'd seen Mr. Chuckles following kids late at night after the lights went down, his face only visible under the faint glow of a streetlight. It was a crisp autumn evening when it happened. A young girl named Emma, just 10 years old, had begged her parents to stay at the carnival a little longer. The bright lights, the sound of the carnival barker's voice, and the promises of candy were too much to resist. But as the night wore on and the last few rides began to shut down, Emma found herself alone. Her parents had already left, and her friends were nowhere in sight. Emma wandered the dark paths, unaware that someone who had been watching her, was slowly creeping closer. Mr. Chuckles, his footsteps silent, but his breath coming in slow, steady bursts. She didn't see him, not at first, but soon she felt his presence. It was as though the air around her had changed, darker, colder. A prickling sensation ran down her spine, and then she heard it, a low whisper. Emma turned around, but there was nothing there, just the dim glow of the carnival lights flickering in the distance. But then there was a laugh, a twisted, menacing laugh, echoing through the air. Panicked, Emma ran toward the exit, but it was no use. The gates had mysteriously locked, and every path seemed to lead deeper into the darkness. And then, out of nowhere, there he was, Mr. Chuckles, his massive figure looming in the shadows, his painted smile stretching wider and wider. He didn't say a word. His eyes were hollow, like deep voids, and his smile, it wasn't just a smile, it was a mask, a facade hiding something far darker beneath. Emma screamed, but the carnival swallowed her voice. She tried to run, but it was too late. Emma's scream was cut short as she was pulled into the darkness, her tiny form vanishing from the carnival grounds. The next morning, her parents and the authorities scoured the area, but Emma was never found. No trace of her. The only thing left behind was a single red balloon tied to the Ferris wheel. And that's when the rumors started. People began to disappear, one by one, always on the night of the carnival. And the clown, Mr. Chuckles. He never left.
Some say Mr. Chuckles is no ordinary clown. He's the spirit of a twisted killer, cursed to haunt the carnival grounds, feeding off fear in souls. Every year he comes back to claim someone, and once he locks his eyes on you, there's no escape. But there's one thing you should know. There's a way to survive. Never take a picture with him, never laugh at his jokes, and never under any circumstances go near him when the carnival's about to close. Because if you do, you might just become the next victim. Thanks for watching tonight's terrifying tale. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more horror stories. And remember, keep your distance from clowns, especially the ones that smile too much.